So the knife belongs to the hotel. He didn't buy it. Jesus Christ. Wait a second. I was gonna say it looked like the knives on the plates in the thing. So the basis of your argument that this is a premeditated is that your client bought a knife beforehand. That's right, pal. Take a look at this knife. I've never seen one like it before. Take a good look at the handle of this knife and you'll know what I'm talking about. Huh? It has a Gatewater seal set into the handle. Gatewater? I think I've heard that name somewhere before. Yup. Uh-oh. Uh-oh is right. The murder knife was actually property of the hotel, which means this murder was not premeditated. I noticed they're keeping the camera off of Edgeworth for a lot of this. Huh. I guess they don't want to be too quick to show Edgeworth losing his mind or anything, because then he wouldn't seem all powerful and consuming. Oh, yeah, speaking of which, what is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm sorry, but the defense is simply too careless. What? What, does the hotel sell these knives or something? Yeah, there's no one currently on the police force that is dumb enough not to realize this. Oh, no, poor Gumshoe, damn it. The question is, where did this knife come from? Why, that's obvious. It came from the victim, Mr. Corrida's room. Or did it? The victim ate a last meal before he was murdered. With that being the case, I would like to draw the court's attention to what is on top of the table. There is a knife and a fork on the table. Then, where in the world did this knife come from? Oh, no. If it pleases the court, I would like for us to recall the room of the defendant, Mr. Matt Ongard. Oh, no, the knife is missing from the other plate. There is something missing. Perhaps it is a single knife. Yeah. Shoot. We investigated the leftover dishes for fingerprints, and while we were investigating, we came to the conclusion that Mr. Matt Ongard's knife was missing. Mr. Ongard had gone to the victim's room with a knife he had used during dinner. Why would he carry a knife on a visit? To kill, of course. So maybe he just wanted to test its sharpness? And with that, I believe the prosecution has proven this was a premeditated murder. Matt Ongard, it is not looking good for you, sir. Amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. Absolutely brilliant. A brilliantly clear deduction. So, yeah, this is a premeditated prosecution is what this is. Well, there was nowhere else to really go. Yep, there is quite a sizable amount of evidence here. I can safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of your Honor's time. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were to present evidence not yet shown to the court. What? He means evidence that the court hasn't seen yet. In other words, new evidence. What does the defense have to say about this, Mr. Wright? Well, we should probably take him up on it. Ringing out to the sound of our defeat. I just love these poetic things. Okay, Mr. Wright, do you have something important and necessary to present to this court? Well, I got a lot of shit, so I'm pretty sure there must be something. There's one. Shit. One piece of evidence that catches my attention. Something that this court has yet to see. The wine glass? I'll say this one more time. I do not feel this trial needs to continue at all. However, I am giving you one chance, and only one. What the judge is saying, right, is don't try pulling one of your usual bluffs here. If I mess this up, it's curtains for all of us. It always is! How many times can they say that? Oh my god! My entire life bar is at stake here. You may now present one, and only one, piece of evidence. Now then, what is this important evidence that you must show to the court? The walkie-talkie! No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Alright. Whew. It's gotta be the wine glass. It's the only thing we haven't talked about. Yeah. I'm doing it. I'm going all balls deep. This is a wine glass, is it not? Please look at the photo of the crime scene one more time. The scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against his assailant. The vase was broken, his makeup is all over the floor. These were all things that were at one point sitting on top of the dresser. Thanks to Pearls for pointing this out to me. However, this glass that is sitting on top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. The only thing that had not fallen over along with everything else was this wine glass. So, this piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration. Well, what do you all have to say? Did I seriously just kill it? Well, yes, it is a little peculiar. Yes, isn't it? I thought it was. You can stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes of yours now. Mr. Edgeworth? What is it, Your Honor? Your opinion. You don't need my opinion. Because there is no special meaning to that glass. What? Oh my, I'm just waiting for it to explode. It's safe to say that the glass was set there after the crime took place. By the person who discovered the body, Adrian Andrews, for example. She could have easily been so shocked that she set the glass down without thinking. That's all I'm sure. She was so shocked by the dead body that she just calmly set the glass down. Well, I don't know. Could Miss Andrews really have set that glass down without thinking? There is something I know. Hold on a minute. Oh, racking my brain here. I say there's no way. If I appear weak here, the trial is over. I can look for my proof later. For now, I should trust my instinct and point with certainty. They just might fall for it if you're thought-provoking enough. Okay, let's be thought-provoking. 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 The defense would like to challenge the prosecution's theory. We would like to see something that proves that it was Miss Andrews who set the cup on the table. Let's dust for fingerprints. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your claim? Oh? Unlike Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless I have the evidence to support it. Shit. Shit. You're not thinking hard enough today, Wright. Did you think this wine glass escaped my notice? Then... Of course it has been thoroughly inspected. For fingerprints. Shit. There were only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass. Only one. Well, whose were they? They were not the victims, nor the defendants, rather. They were of one Adrian Andrews. Take a bow. We're fucked. That is why I said that the person who had discovered the body had left it there. Are we done here, Mr. Wright? Edgeworth, you're good. You're so good. I missed this. I can't believe I fell into another trap. Miss Andrews was probably holding the glass when she went to see Mr. Corita. But upon seeing his dead body, she was stunned. I think if she was stunned, she would have, like, dropped the glass or something, but... What you just said makes a lot of sense. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Now do you see, Wright? You can't change any part of my scenario, as it explains everything all too well. I've thought long and hard of this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor, and from here on out, I will show you the answer I've come to discover. Wait a second, Mr. Edgeworth. I think the prosecution has provided enough evidence for me to enter my verdict. Unfortunately, I cannot allow you to pass judgment yet. What? What are you doing? The prosecution has yet another witness we would like the court to hear from. Huh. Oh, not Oldbag. He's gonna bring in Oldbag. Not that I mind. I actually like Wendy Oldbag. She's kind of cool. Yep, there she is. Jeez. Now then, witness, would you please take off that ridiculous fishbowl and state your name and occupation? Oh my god. Witness, your name and occupation, please. Ha! Gotcha. G-O-T-C-H-A. Got omelets? They're cheesy. Ham, anchovies. I wonder what happened to that calm composure he had earlier. Oh, edgy boy. It's been, what, a year since we last met, hasn't it? You should be more happy to see me. I saw the report with her testimony, but who knew that under that helmet, it was the Wicked Witch of the witness stand. Oh my god. I tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do. So today I'm going to tell you anything and everything. Even things that don't have to do with that terrible crime. Miss Witness, that terrible crime is all this court needs to know. I gotta blow my nose. Alright, I think I got all the boogers out now. Wait, what am I doing? Didn't mean to push that. That terrible crime is all this court needs to know. Oof! Shush, I'm talking to my dear Edgy Wedgy right now. Don't interrupt us, Gramps. You're one to talk, Grams. No, please, by all means, interrupt her, please! Anyway, witness, your testimony, please. It's true what they say that youth are hot-headed nowadays. Not that I mind at all, Edgy. Now then, what should I start with? The witness was on security detail at the hotel on the night of the murder. Is this correct, Miss Oldbag, or were you just cosplaying? It was a great job being able to see my dearie wand. It was almost too much for my little heart to handle. You mean you were a fan of the victim? Look, everyone's crazy over that on guard, saying he's cute in a fresh way or something. But not me. I wouldn't say anything so silly. After all, I have no interest in a little child like him. I'm only interested in the real man, Juan Carita. But those two were the same age. Anyway, it doesn't matter how old they really are, just how they look. As I was saying, I was pacing in front of his room that night. I got the hiccups. No. Very well. Please tell the court what you witnessed the night of the murder. Leave it to me, Edgy Poo. Oh my dear God. She is so cool. Oh my God. She's way cooler in this game than she was in the last one. Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around in the hallway in front of his room. Wait a second, if you were there, wouldn't you have seen Lotta Hart, because wasn't she there too? Anyway, whatever. There was something I was interested in finding out, you know? Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. It was on guard. Mad on guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room. Oh, I thought I was about to flash a picture up there again. So Mr. On Guard came out from the victim's room. See, it has to be him. He's the murderer. Oh, here she goes again. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Oh. Am I going to have to present Lotta's profile here? Because that's the first thing that's come to my mind. Because she was there. Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around in the hallway in front of his room. Alright, that right there. Miss Oldbag, what was your post on that night? It was a Reddit post. It got about 6 karma. No, in the lobby, I was supposed to help set up the stage for that trifling show, but I refused to help. I'll have you know it was for that lead-headed samurai show. I even took out a few of the nails. Maybe it was a good thing the show didn't go on. Besides, that manager with the glasses seemed to be working hard at it without me. So I thought I'd take a break and spread my wings a little. And that's when you went to hang around the victim's door. There was something I was interested in finding out, you know, and what is that? Something you were interested in? And just what was that? It's not some little thing I can just go around telling everyone, you know. It's top secret between me and Juan. It's all on edgy, of course. Mr. Edgeworth, what is this thing she was interested in? I have no idea. I despise gossip, Your Honor. Gossip? If this has something to do with the case, then you can append it to your testimony. What is this? Did the witness stay in the vicinity of the victim's door the entire time? Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep an eye out the whole time. Oh? Then would you tell us the number of people who went in and out of Mr. Corrida's room? I have no idea. I wasn't born so I could count things for those who didn't pay attention in class. That's why ever since I turned 20, I quit keeping track of how old I really am. Yes, well, that would explain why your age was not recorded in the report. In any case, the witness then saw someone, correct? And that's when she saw him coming out of poor Juan's room. Yep. Who in the world was that? I'm not allowed to say. This sort of information has to be carefully guarded from the masses, Sonny. The man that came out of Juan's room, he was... Yes, he was. Everyone's on the edge of their seat right now. I don't know what she's gonna say. Oh, I'm too scared. I can't say his name out loud. Oh my god. Well, I guess I can tell you, since he was such a bad boy anyway. It was on guard. Mad on guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room. And how do you know he was sneaking? Was he cosplaying as Snake? You saw my client? Are you sure about that? Yesy. Really? Annoying bird. I'm the great Leon. When I say I saw someone, I saw that person. Why do I get a sense of deja vu? Maybe to avoid a mess like last year. I should delve into this a bit further. The person's clothes. Didn't he say he was in his costume? Yeah. Please tell the court about the man's clothes in more detail. What a troublesome man you are, really. As if something like that matters. But it does. It actually does. Oh, what was it? Oh, yes, it was that thing. What thing? That gaudy thing he's always wearing, that racing jacket. Ugh. He was wearing that at the detention center, too. That thing's meant for nothing but seducing... Sploosing? Wow. Sploosing, too, probably. I don't know. So, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just now important or relevant in any way? Yeah. Of course it was important, Your Honor. Oh, he's gonna try to stop me. He knows I'm onto something here. Then perhaps you would like to point out what part of that testimony was important. Don't you see it, Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request what the witness said about the jacket be appended to her testimony. Oh, I don't quite see where you're going with this, but alright, witness, please. Well, I don't like to badmouth anyone without reason, but if I must... He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show. Are you sure the defendant was wearing a racing jacket? What do you think? It's not like I've seen him in anything other than that horrible thing. I'm sure he was wearing it. She is so sure of herself that it's to the point of self-absorption. She may not remember things or be mistaken here and there, but I don't think she's lying. That's bad for us, really bad. But that's how the human mind is. It also has the tendency to jump off topic. She's strayed onto a few interesting side topics this time too, hasn't she? But that's what makes her a sweet old lady, right? That's because you're not the one who has to question her. Oh, lordy. Alright. Okay. Yeah, there were definitely some side pockets there. Okay. She never, like, she kept... Like, what was this all about? What was it she was trying to find out? Maybe something sexual, like what color his underwear is or something? Maybe that's all it is. Since I was on the job, it still bothers me that Lotta was there and she didn't mention that. Unless Lotta was there at a different time. I don't think there's any evidence that can... Well, let me see what I have here. Well, in the past, my hunches have been fairly... Well, I don't want to say that my hunches have been fairly accurate. But honestly, this came to my mind straight away. I'm gonna try it. Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement? I'm not sure I follow you. Oh, no, okay. Alright, I guess I was wrong. Shoot. It was worth a shot, though. No. Yeah. Shoot. Is it possible I need to present the costume here? Like the poster of him in the costume? There must be some reason I have this poster. Rather than think about it too much, I think I'm just gonna actually try it. Nope. Nope, okay, never mind. Okay, I'm getting too ahead of myself. I need to step back for a second. Really think about this. Surely there's so much here, there's gotta be something. I just have to look for it. Yep, I know. No, the more I look at this, like, I mean, if that's not the jacket. The jacket is not part of the costume there, because like, it has a collar on both sides. I don't know why I'm even reading that much into it. Obviously, the jacket and the costume were two different things. But supposedly he was wearing the costume when he went over there, because they found the button in the costume. Wait a second, is that what it is? Dude. 20... was ripped from his costume. Cover... Yeah, it had to be, because it had his blood on it. And it was found in the costume, in the Hakama thing. Here we go. Let's try it. Yes! Here we are. Miss Oldbag. What? Don't say my name for no reason. I can say your own name anytime I want to. Do you know what this is? Hiccup. Oh, it's button number 2 on the... Button number 2. You actually have numbers. And she knew which one was which. Oh my god. Give it here, give it here. If you don't give it to me, I'll punish you with this. Wow, she really is a die-hard fan to want a button covered in blood. This button was discovered on Mr. Enguarde's body during a full body search. See? See? This button proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that it was that rascal Enguarde. But you just said he wasn't wearing the costume. Witness now. It may just be me, and I do have an active imagination, but just now, didn't you say that the defendant, Matt Enguarde, was wearing his usual racing jacket? Whoops. Yeah, I better cover your face. I'm so sorry. Sorry that you judge people based on what they wear. If I wore the trendiest dress, what? Huh? What? I got a tape recorder stuck on my chest. It's so heavy. I wish I could have... Oh my god, work over with a smile face, understand? Now take a look in the mirror. Your clothes are as interesting as documented curly. Take a tip for 10 for Magic Boo. He's got... with your tongue straight at my butt! Now hold your tongue still there for 1 second. Oh, you catch my breath. So what you saw, in actuality, was not Mr. Enguarde, the man, but Mr. Enguarde, the Nickel Samurai. This is just like the other case.